Good evening. My name is Elias Hawthorne. If you are listening to these recordings, then I have passed away at last. Or I have simply misplaced these tapes and have moved locations. These are recorded journal entries, and should the second event be the case, please stop listening and reach out to me as soon as possible. My phone number is written on the sticky note in the box. I would like to begin with an explanation of these recordings. My therapist, whom I pay handsomely for keeping quiet about my being, suggested I should try something to track my progress on emotional balance and growth. If it weren't for the fact that I'm paying more for her services, and that she is the only living human who knows of my true existence, I would have laughed, and promptly left. I suppose she has made the sacrifice of staying up and meeting me at the quote, ungodly hour of 1 a.m. every other Wednesday. So I shall humor her with these entries. Let's see. I live in a big city. Vague, I know, and that is on purpose. I would rather not have unwanted visitors I would have to take care of. The nightlife here is exquisite. Plenty of tourists and unsuspecting citizens. Such a diverse ecosystem, not in just the human beings who live here, but in the buildings and cultures that have blended together as well. Skyscrapers from a more modern era to buildings I recall being constructed back in the early 1900s. Then again, these buildings have been renovated and remodeled several times over, but generations were kind enough to allow some of the building's history remain in the structure. The people here are kind, but can call out a tourist if they see one. They know all of the tourist traps the must-see or must-do travel guides emphasize, and of course, where not to find trouble when you're not looking for it. Of course, being as large of a city as it is, one may feel a sense of overwhelming noise about this place for living here, even if it was more than 100 years ago. However, one learns to love the noise and the scattered stories about this place. I often find myself at the beach that lines the city, walking along the shore barefooted and relaxing at the simple sound of the waves. It is there you can see the numerous lights from the multitudes of sources reflected in the water, almost as though mimicking the starlight in the sky but closer to Earth. I now find myself recognizing a feeling I have long since I moved here. Loneliness. I have lived here for about 116 years, and have never met another like myself. Someone who roams the night, thirsts for something no other thirsts for, and feels the stretch of time in their bones despite their outward appearance. If it weren't already clear to you by now, I am taking this opportunity to admit myself. I am a vampire. No, I am not joking. No, I do not glitter. Yes, I drink blood, and yes, I have killed. I have lived for about 250 years, and not quite sure how much longer I have. But I am making the most of my unnatural life as long as I have it. Life is unpredictable, even to those who have lived here for a long time. If I am not wandering the city or the beach, I find myself sneaking into museums or an assortment of businesses. When the camera was first invented, I realized my being does not appear within the visage. such as when video cameras or security cameras were added, the results were the same. I do find it amusing when patrolling security officers spot me inside, and we have a bit of a cat and mouse. None of them were able to catch me. I believe I have become a ghost of sorts within them, even though they don't truly know who I am. If I am not roaming my domains, I am usually at home watching television, creating art, or sleeping during the day. I have found a genre of shows I find both repulsive and fascinating. Restaurant rescues. I'm always shocked to see how humans have served other humans in these places, and often glad I do not eat. Though that is a fact, there is a bar I frequent a couple blocks from my apartment called the Devil's Den. I have made good friends with the owner, Leo Forrester. To my surprise, Leo is a mere 25 years old, claiming that the bar was a family business that fell to him a few years ago, when we met to be precise. He has a fair complexion, mouse brown hair that falls gently to his shoulders, a moderate Van Dyke facial hairstyle, and blue-gray eyes. His face adorns piercings to the bridge of his nose between his eyes, his left eyebrow to the outer side, his bottom corner lip, as well as 3 piercing pairs on his ears. Leo normally wears his work shirt, having the bar's logo on the back, jeans, non-slip shoes, and, strangely, a grey beanie that slumps on his head. I have never seen him without that hat in all the 3 years we've known each other. Nevertheless, 3 years of being in attendance here, I hope he doesn't mind my taking of patients. He hasn't said a word about it. I don't think he even notices. I don't drink the blood of everyone I charm and follow out. But here is where I have selected quite a bunch. Speaking of the Devil's Den, it is there I discovered that there is a man following me. I do not know how long he has been doing so, but I noticed him about 2 weeks ago. He has an athletic build, often seen wearing oil-stained jeans and a varsity jacket, its colors being green and white. His complexion I can compare to a light earthy color, and his hair a deeper tone, matching his unwavering eyes. I know not of his intentions, but I haven't felt fear in a long while, and to have it creep in and chokehold me, I was afraid. I was afraid of this stranger, this unknown. One night I had tried to muster the courage to confront him, but he had left before I had the chance. However, Leo handed me a note from the man. I have it here, and it reads as follows. I have been watching you. I know who and what you are. Meet me here next week at this time. There is something I need to speak to you about. Leo was as confused as I was in the matter. I must admit I was more concerned about the matter than confused. How does he know? Who exactly is he, and what in the world is so important to be stalking me about? I suppose there is only one true way to find out. Even if this treacherous feeling of fear washes over me at the very thought of meeting him, I need to know more. So, Despite every undead fiber of my being telling me not to meet this man, I will. At the very place he found me. Just so I have someone, at least, by my side in case things go wrong. Nothing else of interest happened the rest of the night. I did find a fascinating poster near a church on my way home. It read, "Pray only the night knows of what demons lurk. Pray for safety throughout." It had caught my attention because it showed a full moon and a cartoonish depiction of a werewolf and the monster from the Frankenstein book. Religion is something I have struggled with ever since I became what I am. I do not hate others for their beliefs until they begin making it a problem. It has gotten late for a vampire like me. The hours of an early morning for humans. So I will leave this here. I feel relieved at telling my story. Perhaps this is what I needed after all. However, I can't help but worry about that stranger. And honestly, the security of this method of journaling, I am tired. I shouldn't be overthinking simple things. Well, good night. No, rather, morning.